So, since that's my last video so much, I am going to show you guys how to turn on the Mirage 2000, which is a modded plane, and I'll actually show you after this how to install the plane. Or first, I don't know, it's up to me, I don't know. But I'm gonna show you how to start it. So, first thing that you want to do, well, first thing that I do, is close the canopy, because it gets loud. Like really loud. Okay. So now you want to turn on the APU, the battery I mean, and then the APU. I turn this on earlier, but just flick this on. Turn on this stuff. Well, this isn't a switch, but just adjustment. I'll flick these on. Alright, that is weird. Hold on. I'm not getting a sound. Alright, you know what? I can do this without sound. But once your APU spoils up, down here, this button is your start engine. Just push it. And then here, there's the engine. This is your throttle, joystick, canopy, master arm. Over here is your NFD. So you just want to switch on. Over here are your arming stuff, which I assume if I had a few Immerses on me, I would be able to just push this. Shoot. Right down here is your RWR. Turn that on. You want that. Over here are your lights, landing lights, seat mover, and handbrake. Now this plane is fast, so yeah, it's quick plane. Just look, hold on. Just look. Alright, put down your visor. Right there is your speed. Over there is your altitude. Basically, the number on the left is your speed, number on the right is your altitude. Right here is what your afterburner says. Over here is your fuel. Down here is your landing gear. I don't know where your flaps are though. I haven't found that one out. This is a complex plane. I don't even know if there's earth flaps on this one. There's probably not any flaps. Yeah. So just take off. And it's just like any other plane, except it's quick and it looks a little bit more complex. Over here are your autopilots. Altitude dials.
Landing gear.
Not dials, altitude, yeah, things. Not. My game crashed. Nope, alright. But this is your caution fuel. I think this is how long you've been in the mission. So yeah, this is the Mirage 2000. I don't know where the plane went. Oh, apparently it went up, I don't know. Oh yeah, it has this thing. I believe it was like F-15, F-22, all sorts, I think, including even the F-18. So to start, just turn on your bat, turn on your APU, bring down your canopy. You can do that first, I think. But bring this down so that it gets quiet. And adjust your seat, because this was lower. Put down your mirror, because this is important. Put down your visor. Turn on your HUD. Your visor allows you to look around. Turn on these, fuel. and stuff, MFDs, nav, and I'm going to show you something. So if I go to master arm, flip that up, you can tell my IR missiles, my M9s, follow my head. I love this a lot. So in order to do it, just go to equip, M9, and then I believe this. No, that's M20. My bad. M9, and then seek mode. Here's caged, uncaged, which means it will track the nearest target. Vertical scan, which means I'm pretty sure it will go like this. And then head track will allow you to look at it and then be able to fire. Alright. So, now you just turn on your engines. Engine 1 on. Since my APU is powered up, I can turn them on. Engine 2 on. Here's a brake plug, wings, hooks, flaps, landing gear, countermeasures, fly assist. If you're dogfighting or anything like that, this is extremely useful. Turn off your G limiter. Fuel port. MP3 player. Fuel dump, which allows you to dump your fuel. Lights. Interior. Instruments. Nav. Strobe. And landing. Launch bar. Hook. So once your engines gets pulled up, you can just flip that off. And this one actually is a VTOL. So it's just a normal plane. And you take off, put your flaps either 1 or 2. And then what I do a lot is just full power afterburners. And then at 150 or 170, start pulling up. However, I messed this up because I went on grass. Grass slows you down. So make sure that little reticle in the middle is where you want. That's basically just saying where you're going. As you can tell, I'm not having a good time. Anyways, that's the FA-26. Alright, the F-45. This is based off of the, I believe, F-35B, which is the Marines version of the F-35, because it has VTOL. To start this, put down Campy, which is what I always do. APU, battery, turn on your MFDs. You can set presets. If you want to do that, just do this. Just put down the things that you want here, and then you can hold, and then saved. You can expand this like that. You can put down these so that you can hot swap. To go to a preset, just press. There's your preset. C adjustment, visor. On the F-45, you don't really need your visor because it does it for you. Landing gear, brakes. It automatically does flaps for you. Here's your lighting, fuel port, hook, launch bar, music, instrumental light, and that's basically it. Turn on your engine. Over here's your VCAP. VCAP is a little bit finicky. I still don't know really how it works. I almost never use it, besides for when I'm trying to do a VTOL takeoff. Once your engine spools up, turn off the APU, and make sure your parking brake's off, and boom, they're going. Right here is the MVGs, which, if you're playing at night, useful, or you can just click right here. and I'll just go full afterburner. This thing has one engine, so wheels up, landing gear up, throttle back, so that you're not using as much fuel. This thing is really great on fuel economy. Autopilot is right here. Nav, alt, all that different stuff. Bombs.
Altitude.
So with the F-45, in order to actually launch anything from your internal things like bombs, you trigger and then click the topmost button to drop them. With things like the optical, it will follow this.
Shoot.
You click, press Y, press top button.
Shoot. Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
So yeah, F-45.
Altitude.
The AH-94. Yeah, I think. So this is a helicopter based off of the AH-64. That the most militaries use. So to start, main bat on, APU on, wait for APU to spool up. This takes a little bit to start, so this is from the pilot's perspective. The gunner can do a little bit of stuff, but the pilot can do certain things. So you want to turn off your rotor brake, want to push this to flight, rotor engine 1, engine left on first. So now this is going to spool up. Over here are your adjustments. This is your MP3 player. Right here is your intercom, which will allow you to just speak and be able to talk with the gunner. Over here is your comms. For comms, you can either push right here or on the cycle. Push on the bomb button to speak over team chat. So once you see those start spinning and you see this goes off, you can push down, you can start the right engine. Also, you can look here. Down here are your lights, your MFD brightness, and your master arms. Now, since this is a 2-player aircraft, you can play with single player, and in multiplayer you can play like this. In single player, you can push this button to switch to the gunner. Don't get as much as the pilot, but you get your RWR, your HUD, this, your information, your MFTs. You get 3 MFTs. This one always used for targeting. For targeting, you just push power and then SOI. I use this one for nav, and most people use this one for radar. So for the gunner, where is it? Right here is the armaments, GSMs, power, bail. Now for the gunner, you can make it so that if you push this, the gun will shoot where you're looking, or you can use this. So now for most things with the gunner, mainly missiles, you have to hold and then push the top button, like so. That will send that flying. To switch, you just push top button normally. Hydras, they're unguided. So basically, you have to have the pilot aim to where the target is, and then shoot. Oh, my game's frozen. Come on. You got this game. Oh, it's not liking this. Okay. So, like that. Let's take off in the heli. It's a little bit weird. You can turn off your parking brake. But something that a lot of new players do is they just go like this. You don't want to do that. Because of torque. This thing. In order to counteract it, you push slightly to the left because torque is going to send you to the right. So you just counteract it like so. You have to just get used to the amount of sort of pressure you use to start turning. And of course, once you get up to speed, it starts to go away a little bit more. And so you see how I'm barely not in the red for torque. If you go into the red, you'll start to spin out like so. Which to get out, just drop your collective. Oh, my game is lagging. Alright. Yeah, my game is lagging a lot doing that. But to prevent that from happening, you just drop your collective and then right gruttering out of it and getting yourself stable and then giving it a little bit of collective. And that's it. That's all the planes, helicopters I got right now. See ya.